All right, there's no one here at all. Everyone's still stuck in the shadow realm. Oh my god. It is early, but a minute in and there's no one here. We'll see if anyone shows up. We'll kind of wait around and see. It is an odd time though. I usually stream later, so we'll see how it plays out. All right, we got one person in here. What's up, David? Damn, yeah, only one in here, dude. Crypto Undead, the place to be. How you doing, my man? Just waiting to see if anyone's going to show up today. What's up, Eldor? It's over. Hey, how are we looking? I haven't even really looked. I did a couple updates, but I haven't really looked at the market. I think the macro bottom is being put in on a lot of things. Let's see, Bitcoin. We're still holding bullish on Bitcoin. As long as we're over 80K, we're good. They'll FOMO in. Yeah, we'll get up to about 20 people probably. I have to go earlier today because I have to go run and do some errands later this evening. And we'll see what happens. All right, we got 6 people in here. How's everyone doing hanging out in the shadows? Is there anything moving? Anything doing anything? Or we're still just stuck? Whatever this is up 28%. Calico, no idea what it is. What do we got? 6 days left. Yeah, I think the market's doing nothing. We're still holding up. So where's this crash everyone's talking about? What's up, Cater? What's up, Links Cater? How you doing, my man? Zebek. Yeah, I don't have any extra money, but I just saw. I don't know if it was there before. I don't think it was, but I can buy ZBC in on Blowfin now. Put in a long position on that thing. I think this thing is good to go. This one's going to be an XCN mover. And she still hasn't moved. XCN looks primed and ready. I mean, Zebek network looks good here. The fact that you're curling up on the bottom here, you're holding your final support. You're right on the 236 on the macro. You're holding the 786. This looks like the bottom on this thing. I'm ready for a run, but I got to wait. I need to buy in. Let's see. Yeah, you're sitting on your final support level here. And you're curled up. I don't think it's going to go any lower than this. So bullish over, what is that, 0012. So 30% move to be bullish. Yeah, not a bad run. For this thing to come up, make a higher high, 786 is in play right now off of this bottom, off of this low. I think 140% move is loading up on ZBCN. Does not look bad. Damn. It's going to be XCN all over again for me. It's going to pump and then I'll buy in. I just don't have the money right now. And this thing definitely up to the 1272005 is a 5x. I think ZBCN is going to hit 3 to 4, maybe 5 cents. Easily. Get us a 45 to a 50x on this thing. Damn. Crash coming April 2nd. Well, we better pump before then. Dog and Me is up. Yeah, Dog and Me's been looking bullish too. All right, we got 10 people in here. Make sure you guys answer the poll and hit the like button for me, please. Because I got to do way better this next month. I got to get the revenue back up somehow. Zebek for the win. Yeah, I can already see it. I'm talking about buying in. I talked about buying in back here. I missed that move. Talking about buying in here, and it's just going to rocket out of here. So unfortunate. Dog and Me is bullish. Yeah, Dog and Me is another one I wanted to get in on. Still holding up and still looking good here. Yeah, she just needs to break through 12 and then 15, and then once you break this high, it's gone. New high territory at that point. Well, not bad. A 67% move to a new high. Dogging me. Yeah, can you guys hear the music? I got it turned down a little bit from the usual level that it's on. All right, we got 13 people in here, not bad. But yeah, our green box of support on dogging me's holding. You're holding over that previous high. So, you know, just a simple back test. It looks bullish here. Dogging me for Eldor. Just going to turn bullish and hit a penny and a half and do a 14x out of nowhere. Well, it's not a complete sea of red. Dogging me's up 42%. But yeah, dogging me looks bullish and ZBEC looks really good. Really good. It has a bottom. So I don't see, I mean, even if the rest of the market crashes, I don't think some of these coins are going to crash. What's up, O House? How you doing? Good XEN video earlier, man. I really hope we break even. Yeah, I hope it goes up. I don't own it anymore. I got out for a loss, but I had to. But I hope it goes up for you guys. We're tired of this going down crap. Easy 10x for dogging me and bull run. Oh yeah, easy. If it doesn't break down from where it is now, it looks like it's going to easily 14x. All the way to the top here. Let's see, why not? Unless it dies, like I said, but... What's up, Troy? He says Shadow token long-term. Wasn't Shadow going to the Shadow Realm last time we looked at it? What is the ticker for that? I'll just type it in. Shadow token. Oh, this is a Coinbase coin. I may have to add this one to my list. Let's see what it looks like. Why are we looking at the CoinX chart? Oh, come on. Oh, she is going to zero. Let me find a better chart for Shadow. Coinbase coin going to zero. Shadow token. Oh, I guess it's the same chart. Wait, what is the top? $4 was the top. I don't know what this coin is, but it's on Coinbase, so someone will buy it. Okay, this is the better chart. But as of right now, Shadow token, I mean, it depends on where you're going to bottom out on this thing. Is this the bottom forming? Could be. Especially when you look on a 3-day chart, you're forming a falling wedge pattern here. I mean, you don't want to really see that on a downtrend, but she's trying to hold something down here. So let me pull this to the new low. Let the matched line itself up. Yep. That's crazy how that works. We pull it down to the new low, and now you can clearly see the 236 was your support level that you broke in 24, and you were getting stuck. Damn, that's crazy how that damn, I almost said the F word. It's crazy how that works out, how you pull it down and it matches up. So maybe that's the bottom. He came all the way up and hit the 786 area, 152, fell off the table, broke this trend. So we'll just move that. You back tested. So if this is the bottom on Shadow at about 11 pennies, just to get back to the 618 retracement in a bull market is a 6.5, almost a 7x. 786 to $1.50. It's a 12x. Like I said, I don't know the market cap on this one or what it is, but it's on Coinbase. So 87 to 90 cents and then $1.50 could be two good targets to get out. And then a moon bag all the way up to possible new high would be 780 to $8. 60 to about a 70x. 60 to 65x if you think it's going to go up there. And if it comes and makes a slightly lower high, which if it breaks this here, if it breaks through the 786 at 150, then you're probably going to make a higher high. So maybe $5 is a good target for a 40x. Like I keep saying, you got to know, it is on Coinbase. You got to make sure it has a community. People are going to buy the coin. But yeah, could be the bottom forming. Wow, we only got 8 people left in here. Where'd everyone go? Yeah, I think the music's good. What else? How is Jasmine holding up? She's still coming down. Jasmine back to the macro bottom. It seems that everything's coming back down to macro bottoms. Now that I'm looking at everything, all you got to do is zoom out and find the macro area. And that's what this green box is on Jasmine. So Jasmine 618, a little bit lower maybe with a wick. Jasmine's still dropping 20% and maybe even 35%. And then that should be the bottom. We saw the same thing. We're seeing it on ARC block right now. PNG. GFI is about to hit the bottom. So I don't see how we can crash anymore. Wow, what happened? There's only 3 people left in here. Everyone's back to work. Get back to work. Wow, we've never had this less of people. This may be only a 20-minute stream. Wow. But yeah, that's what I think about Jasmine at the moment. Ondo, what is Ondo doing? Ondo's on the bottom too. We really can't go lower than this. 75 cents was it. Holding the 382. I mean, we could always go lower because it's crypto, but man, everything's bottoming. If we go lower, it's a bear market. It was a nice try. Yeah, Ondo's not in a bad position for a nice long from here. Wow. Who's left in here? We're down to 1 person. What happened? Where'd everyone go? Everyone will be back if we pump. Yeah. People just go in and out. The how-to says turbo. What's up, Kush? Super Perps. Mech C 1 hour chart, please. Super Perps. Sounds like a scam coin. Turbo. Yeah, this may be a really short stream today. I do better making videos on the channel. Yeah, Turbo's breaking down. Bear flag. She's holding the final support level of the 382, so this is it. Any lower on Turbo than 1.8, then party's over. I mean, the party's been over, but that's the macro party. It's no longer macro bullish, which we pointed this out many, many times. The fact that you bear flagged again and you're coming down 382, if you don't bounce and start moving back up over 2.2 and then, all these levels here, then you can clearly see on the chart resistance, resistance, and we could easily come back down 786 back test to that level. We already came down and filled the gap, and we're hitting a 382. So it's not in a horrible spot to be in for a bottom, but you do run the risk right now of dropping 33% if you can't get back over 2.2 to 2.4 and be bullish short term again to push up on turbo. So this has to be it, or she's going down. And then as for going down, I'll just leave that. It just depends if it holds here or not to where this thing's going to end up. Yeah, let me just move that. So a 3-penny turbo would be a 16x from here. You got to ask yourself, can it do a 16x from this spot? That'd make a higher high. And then the next stop after that, I think turbo's going to hit a 10 billion plus market cap. So yeah, turbo may be good for a 70x plus, up to about 15 pennies. Now that's going to change. If we break this and we come down here, then you may only get a 3 cent turbo at some point. Wow, can't believe we're so bearish. Super Perps Mech C. I don't know if we've ever looked at that. Let me pull that up. We never look at the 1 hour chart here. Super Perps. Yeah, what's the ticker? You got to tell me the ticker, my man, because nothing's popping up. What's up, Lazy Bones? He says Velodrome. You guys got to be clear. Velo and Velodrome. Super USDT. Super rare. We're looking super anon. Let me make this a little bit easier. Mech C. Super Trump, Super DAP, Super Trust, Super Anon, Super Athletes token. Yeah, I don't see it. Pi Network. I forgot about PopCat. Yeah, maybe I can find it on Deck Screener or something, but it's not here unless it's one of these top ones here. All these Mexi coins. Futures. Right there, it's the Perps futures for Super on Mexi. Oh, this one right here. Oh, you must have said it wrong earlier. You're talking about Superverse. All right, this it. This is what you're looking. This is what you want to look at. Looks like the bottom is in. All right, we got it. What's up, Roger, my man? You're in San Antonio? What's up, Cha? How you doing, my man? Cha's probably at work too. All right, we'll look at this real quick on the 1 hour chart. What 3 coins are likely to 10x? A lot of the older ones that haven't moved, that aren't dying. ACH is going to easily 10x. ZBCN looks extremely good right now. I don't have any money to buy it, but I wish I could. ZBCN's on the bottom. It's going to pull at XCN and take off at any moment. And I'm going to miss it again. All right, 1 hour. He wants the 1 hour chart. He's going to try to trade this thing. 1 hour high to the low. Oh, you're above the 382, so you're bullish. You just got above it. So as long as you're above 4.9, that's your support. 4.8 bottom is in. Once you break through 50, yeah, and yeah, this doesn't look bad at all. You got a double bottom with a higher low in play on the 1 hour. So, I mean, they could only pump it up to the 618, but that's only a 3% move. It doesn't look bad here. Up to 51. And then 52 would be a 5% move. But if she's going to have some sort of a breakout, break this high here, which it doesn't look horrible, then 56 would be your target, what you just saw there. 12% move up. That's why I don't like looking on the 1 hour charts. But I would guess you're just looking for just a little play. And then stupid auto button. Yeah, it doesn't look bad where it is. And then low to the high. Yeah, you're over the double 382, so whichever way you slice it, she is bullish right now. As long as you're above 49, 49 and a half, up to pretty much 50, you're bullish. Bullish with a double bottom with a higher low. But just macro-wise, you are this support is where you're getting stuck, so it needs to get over 50. 50 and a half, really. Once you break this downtrend that it's in, which it's at right now, then she'll be good to go. But she's flipping bullish. But there you go. Once you break that downtrend, she'll start moving up. San Antonio in the house. Oh. All right, hold on. I'm trying to figure something out real quick. There's a gap at 0.55. Yeah, you're looking for a scalp play. I mean, it's not a bad setup right now. Once it breaks over that 0.5 there, it should have a nice, decent little bounce up. Anyone who wants to live on $1,000 a month in Mexico, I got the spot. What's up, Derek? How you doing? What's up, McLaw? Finally got a couple people in here. He said, yes, I'm at work. Wind Moon, never. We're stuck in the shadow realm forever. As of right now. The market's it's waiting for me to get back in. That's what it's doing. What was the other one? Oh, Velo. Velo. What's up, Kura? You talking about this gap up here? This gap's been filled already. I don't know what the gap you're talking about. that's really all you can do. She's holding bullish on the double 382 fibs, and once you break over 50.5, she should get a nice little decent spike up. Just make sure you use a stop loss. Kuro says smash the like button. I appreciate that. Velo. Yeah, I mean, you could be in here again. So where this thing's about to go for the higher high. Man, why am I so tired? Velo Labs. Velo. Is she moving up still? Oh, she's coming back down. Velo. I mean, we've been looking at Velo on the macro chart and just keeping it that simple. Let's see here. I don't know if you're holding Velo for the long run or what, but you know, Velo's making higher highs and higher lows. You're down below the 382, but you're above the 382 low to the high. So it could easily come back down to 9-0 and wick and hold the pattern. Still drop 22% and still be bullish. But then if we zoom in 3-day, daily, wherever we're going to look at it at, it's clearly stuck in a downtrend. If I can pull up the right tool. Wow, it's already past 2 o'clock. Yeah, low to the high, you just hit the 618. I mean, there's no telling what it's going to do. It doesn't look great here because it's still in a downtrend. But on the overall macro picture for Velo, she's simply curling up. And you pretty much tagged a trend again. We've been waiting for this for a very long time, by the way. Get back to the top here. Hit this top trend line as a 4x to the top at about 46. And then if the market's not ready to bust out of here, then it'll simply probably do this. Back test to 382, and then we'll go up at some point in the future. But that's what I see happening for Velo here. If it doesn't break down and obviously break this trend line here at the bottom and start breaking down and back testing it and stuff, then it's simply curling up here and it's going to take off. And what we realized last time on Velo is I would buy Velo here. I mean, the fact that we're in a bull market, I think it's just going to blast out of here. 786 up to 45 cents is a 38x from where you are today on the possible bottom. And then we looked at this. There's your 100x to a lower high. Almost a 2000x to the top here. It'll probably wick above. So if Velo has a bull market and it actually blasts out of here with a couple of God candles and it can actually hit $21, I have no idea what Velo Labs is. That's a 2000x. That's insane. It's worth a gamble though. What's up? He says repo on Solana. He's going to make me pull up Deck Screener from the UK. Vara, please. Bitcoin holding up, sell my coins. Mover in XYO hopefully going to go up. Fingers and toes crossed. Yeah, we're still bullish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still holding the 382. We're not doing anything. I know everyone's calling for a crash, but where's the crash? If we don't crash in the first week of April, then I don't see why we should. We're just holding up here. As long as we're over 80K, 80.5K, we're good. Just going sideways, doing nothing. All right, what did we say? Vara. Vara and then repo on Sol. Let me write that down. Vara and Repo on Sol. Yeah, any more deck screener coins, just say them now. There's a lot of coins on Solana I would like to buy, but I don't have the money to gamble. Alright, Vara. Vara's still going down. Oh my god. What the hell's happening to Vara? Wow. This thing's nosediving. Heading right back down to the Shadow Realm for good. There's nothing bullish on Vara. If you're bullish on the Vara project, I mean, it may have some sort of a pump this cycle. Depends on where it's going to end up. But I think Vara is a future hold coin. I think if we have a next bull run cycle, then Vara is going to be your play. Because Vara is just going to zero at the moment. Like, we can put this here, but let's see if any of the smaller time frames are telling any kind of a different story. No. Not, she's going down, so let's see where she's going down to. So we're just going to keep it zoomed out. Vara. Wow, this thing's way down. So we're just going to simply see what we can see go from that high. All right, we're right on the 2 right now. From that high, we broke the low. So zoom this thing in. Down 25% on the week. Yeah, you're losing support right now. There's no wick. There's no saving it. So it looks like your next stop is 5 flat. So as long as you're below 6.5, another 20% drop to 5 is coming up. And then we'll try to find a bottom somewhere. Alright, I gotta get caught up on the chat. ACH. Titcoin. Yeah, nothing but chop. They're never gonna let us go up. They just keep opening their mouths and we just keep going sideways and down. Okay, I think I caught up on everything. Wi-Fi. All right, let me pull up Deck Screener as I pull up Wi-Fi. As you guys watch VAR go to 0. Is anyone going to buy Wi-Fi? That's my question. We rarely look at Wi-Fi here. Wi-Fi. Let me see. Is Wi-Fi on Coinbase? Yeah, where can you buy Wi-Fi at? Oh, it is on Coinbase. I didn't realize that. This one's going to be added to my list. Everyone pile into Wi-Fi. The bottom is in for a long time here. This thing looks good. Let's see what she's been holding for all these years. The 0.5. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, the 618. Wow. Damn, I always forget about Wi-Fi. This one's going to have to go on my Coinbase list. This looks good. You've been holding this level since, what? June of 2022. Holding up very strongly. I don't see Wi-Fi breaking down from here. If Wi-Fi breaks down from here and you break this support level, it's never going back up. It's done. The fact that you've been holding here looks extremely well. Once it gets over 15, she's going to the moon. And then where's the moon? On Wi-Fi. All right, Wi-Fi looks good. Oh yeah, I got to bring up Deck Screener. Not bad. Another one for the list. Yeah, you're getting stuck at the 236. So high to the low over 8,500. Bottom is in. Bullish over 1,300. 1,300 up to 1,500, and then you're going to the moon. Confirmation over 28K. And Wi-Fi, I guess Coinbase Coin hasn't done nothing. All of this energy being built up here. Oh, wow. Is Wi-Fi actually going to do a 50x to 200K? Wi-Fi to 200K for a 50x. Oh man, what's up, Slava, my man? What's up, Flip Coins? How you guys doing? Yeah, a little bit earlier of a stream today. Market looks like shit. Yeah. What's up, Coach? Moodang. Moodang and what? Oh, you said Wi-Fi. Oh, Titcoin. What is Titcoin? Yeah. I need to go add that to my list right now before I forget about Wi-Fi. Dex screener. Alright, hold on. I gotta add that to my list before I forget. If I ever get back in the market, then I'll be able to do some rollovers. Alright, I got Dex screener pulled up. So is anybody actually going to buy Wi-Fi this cycle? That's the question. All right, she's on my list. All right, Dex screener. Let me pull it up real quick. What did we say? What is Titcoin on? I don't know if that's a Solana coin or what. What's up, Showtime? Oh, yeah, we're just here. I'm sorry about the yawning, man. Ooh. No coffee today. It's got me. Solana, all right. I think we've looked. Let me see. Titan swap. All right, we'll just do it on Dex screener. Yeah, Wi-Fi looks like a good play. There's no guarantee it's going to rocket all the way up there, but hell, probably good for a 10x to 50K easily. And honestly, if I got a 10x, depending on how much money I had in, I'd probably get out there, but yeah, there's a possibility. Wi-Fi is going to blast out of here. All right, let me look at these Solana coins real quick. Make a show about your list. The rollover list. Oh, Lord. Excuse me. I mean, it's just all the coins we look at, like Wi-Fi. I just add it to the list. If it's on Coinbase and it has a chart that looks like that, I mean, you can't beat that. Let me pull this up. Let me switch this on and then pull this up real quick. What do we want? Bearish music? So we can all cry about the tariffs and Trump talking. There we go. Relaxing. Ocean Drive. All right, Dex screener is up. What were we looking for on Dex screener? This thing, 25 days old. Thought we've looked at this before. I guess not. She's going to the moon right now. There's really nothing to say on it. Very bullish looking chart. Just be careful. You missed this one already. Yeah, you just broke over the 1414 at 11. Next stop is 21. I mean, it still looks bullish here. If you can get through 2-1, that's a 23% move to the next resistance. And damn, this thing's going to do a 9.5x up to 15.5 cents if it blows through 2. If you get through 2, there's really nothing stopping a giant green candle from spawning in, because I would imagine people do the same thing here. So just keep those prices in mind, and then just keeping it real simple here. Yeah, as long as you're over 003, you're macro bullish. Chart is just curled up here. It looks like it's about to take off. It's taking off right now. $16 million market cap, good lock liquidity, 13,000 holders. Yeah, she looks good. Moodang. Oh, I guess she's coming down. I don't know. She's holding up for some reason. Let's see here. Moodang went to the moon. You're down below the 236, getting stuck. So I guess we drew this last time. 70%, 72% drop is in play to be bullish over the 382 at 1, but is it going to come down there is the question. So we'll just move this. I guess it is coming down a little bit since the last time we looked at it. Just a hair, but still, it looks like it's coming down. The only thing I could do, I guess, go from this. See if there's any sort of support being had. All right, low to the high. You're sitting right on the 1272 to the downside. So that may be the bottom. Any lower than 3.3, then yeah, you're coming down back to a penny. So just keep that in mind. And then I think Moodang, along all these coins that got listed on Coinbase that had those monster runs, they're going to have monster runs again. So if that 1272 to the downside is the bottom, if this is the bottom, oh man, I guess we drew that last time too. 49x to $1.60 could be a target. Is that actually going to do that? But wherever they bottom out, these coins, I think they're all going to 20x. So that takes you over the previous high. So maybe it does rocket up here. I don't know. Damn. All these Moodang coins and what are the other ones? Manekis and all these coins are going to just blast out of here at some point. Hold on. I don't even think I have this on the big screen. All right. Not too bad. Yeah, there's a little better. He says hit the bull music. What was the other coin? Oh, repo. David said he wants the bull music. What are you bullish on? I don't remember what the bull music was. Yeah, that tit coin looks real good. It's still bullish to them. I got in at 2 mil. Didn't put enough money in it. That's how it always is. Never enough money in it. You buy a little bit of it and it goes to the moon and then it's over. All right, let me pull up this repo coin. Repo on Sol. There's so many gamble plays out there. It's ridiculous. This one? Yeah, let me know the market cap on the repo coin. Oh, I guess it has to be this one. Yeah, I know the feeling, my man. Trying to DCA out of the hole. Yeah, let me know, is this the right repo coin? I'm gonna go over it, but hopefully it's the right one. XCN and ZBEC. Yeah, I think ZBEC's gonna be the next XCN coin to just blast out of here. We saw a little baby pump, and now it came all the way back down, and now she's getting ready to pump again, probably. Because I already know I'm gonna miss it. That's why I can't buy it. I have no money right now, so it's gonna go again without me. All right, let's look at repo. If I can find the chart back in me. I read dog in me as I said that. The hell. The chart back in me. Oh, man. 2:30. Yeah, we're going to have to cut this at 3 because I got to go. I got things to do. What the hell? Repo's about to take off. Everyone pile in. Grab your moon helmet. Yeah, this thing doesn't look bad at all. What the hell is repo? If this is the right one, we got bullish consolidation going on. Damn, are Solana coins about to start going again? It doesn't have to because it's a meme coin. It's a gamble, so don't throw all your money into it. It could go to 0 at any moment. But it is looking good here for a takeoff. I mean, it could wait a little bit longer. What are this, 4-hour candles? Not too long. Because once it gets squeezed here, you're holding the 618. As long as you're over 8.8, soon you're going to be holding 1.2, and then it's just going to blast out of here over 16 and just go. Not a bad one. Damn, it sucks I don't have money to gamble with right now. I would buy this one. So what kind of damage is repo going to do? Whatever happened to that one coin? Not bad, 375% move, so a 4.5, close to a 5x once it blasts out of this little pattern it's in. Repo for the win. 115k market cap, lock liquidity. Not very many holders at all. Not a bad one. What's up, Ramon? He says, dogging me. Oh, yeah, that's what I read. We're going to be bullish at some point. At some point, it's just going to take a while. Sonic Snipe Bot on Swee will melt faces. Let's take a look. Since we're on deck screener. But yeah, repo's not a bad one. Repo to the moon. Sonic Snipe Bot. All right. Is music too loud? Yeah, where's our... You still holding your coins? Flip coins? Billy, I think, is still going to 0. Whatever happened to... Damn, where did the baby coin go? Whatever happened to Janet? Who was that always coming in here wanting to look at Janet and hoping it went back up? Yeah, this baby on Sol, I think you said it's a scam, but she's still down here at the bottom. Just put $20 on it and get a 6,000x possible. All right, we're going over to... What'd you say? I gotta switch this music, it's killing me. We're going over to Sonic Snipe Bots. Let me look real quick at Janet. I don't think he ever came back, so maybe Janet went to 0. Oh man. Oh, she's still going to zero. All right, so that's understandable. Lost all the money on it. Sonic Snipe bot on SUKU. Oh, it doesn't exist. Yeah, I can't. Am I spelling something wrong? Oh, here it is. Sonic Snipe bot. 1.8 million market cap. I gotta turn the music down on my end. It's driving me insane. Looks to be holding some sort of level here. Let's see. Sonic Snipe bots. Alright, that doesn't tell us anything. Down below the 382, so in that respect, not bullish, but it's probably holding something here. Alright. You're holding the 1414 support. Yeah, if this thing wakes up, if that's the bottom, we'll draw another one here in a moment, but someone respecting these levels here. So a 67% move. Once you break over about 55, she's going to have a large candle spawn in. Wow. She's going to spike up into a 10x to $3. And then high to the low. Yeah, you have all these stops in between, but so bullish over 50. I mean, bottom in over 50, bullish over 74. Breakout to the moon over 150. Wow, and then it's going to send it up to 11 bucks. Yeah, possible 36x on this one. If it can get through these levels, break the downtrend, and get bullish. It's so brutal. You lost interest for 8 years. Yeah, it's been brutal to me too. Yeah, that baby deer one's a good one too. I think this one, huh? Oh no, that's the baby one. Yeah, whatever happened to Solo? Did they ever do anything? I never heard back from the team. The devs messaged me at one point on Twitter, and I talked to him for just a moment, but told him to let me know when he gets things ready. But I don't think I haven't seen anything from him. They were doing some AMAs and updating, but I think they stopped. So Solo may be dead. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. The Solo was one I was bullish on, but they're rebranding and stuff. Oh, is that it? Is that the baby deer? What the hell is this? Bring baby home. Oh, I guess this is it. Yeah, this one's on the bottom, it looks like. I don't know why we had that drawn there. Yeah, under $1 million market cap. And just keeping it real simple. If it's going to move, it has to get over 1 and then 0016 and then break out over 33. But yeah, if this one blasts out of here, a new high would be a 40x up to 2.5 pennies. I think this is the right one. Surprised they're not deleting my list. Anyway. What's up, my man? Yeah, you've done that before. Got metal in the house. You still holding on to Jasmine, my man? Baby deer. Make sure that was the right one we were looking at. Yep, baby deer to the moon. So if you believe in baby deer and it's not a scam, possible 40x play. That's good. It's good you're holding strong and not selling for a loss. The bleeding is almost over, I think, on Jasmine. Just as long as you can hold through another 25-30% drop, is possible. And then it should go to the moon from there. Yeah, Wi-Fi looks good here. I just recently found out I can buy a ZBCN on Blowfin. I can do a futures trade on it. So that has me excited, but I don't have the money to do that right now, so it's probably going to end up leaving me. But yeah, any of you guys holding ZBCN, it's back down at the bottom. It's looking good here. It's just curling up. This thing's probably getting ready to make a higher high. It doesn't have to happen in one shot, but it could, like it did last time. But it looks like this thing's going to gun for the 786 here, up to 0024. Almost 140% move. I think someone said L3 earlier. Layer 3, if you're still here. Top is in. I don't remember what we said last time. Oh, she didn't hold. What was this, 3-day candles? Yeah, the fact that it did this V-shaped recovery and ran up so fast. Made a higher high, but that's it. You're down below the 382. So right now, technically under 9, it's not bullish anymore. But if you get a move like this and you don't take profit, I can't help anyone then. Which this is not help, by the way. Yeah, just because we're in crypto, if I get a 4x and I bought somewhere down here, get a 3 or 4x, I'm just getting out. Going to the next one. Take your profits from here, roll it over into ZBCN. Getting ready to take off. That's my plan. That's my whole rollover thing. What did I say? Oh, Jasmine. But yeah, a lot of these coins appear to be coming back down to the macro supports area. Filling gaps back to the bottom. Yeah, bearish out of our pattern. Still looks extremely bearish, by the way, on Jasmine. Yeah, I think this green box is definitely coming into play. Unless we somehow turn things around. I mean, you're hitting the volume area, so it does not have to. But if it's going to respect the fibs, which I've said many, many times in the past, respected it all back here. So an 18, bottom of the box for a wick would be a 30% drop. And then that should be the macro bottom. Let's see here. Have we ever done this yet? I guess we broke that trend. Yeah, we won't even mess with that on Jasmine. We're just gonna watch for the support, macro support area. Take it from there. Isaac says buying the red candles looks easy, huh? It's never easy. Yeah, I was going to do the same thing on Bitcoin back in the day when it was at a low price, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. I remember when Bitcoin was $300, and then I remember when it was sitting at $3,000, and I almost bought one. Should have bought a couple. 5x on anything, get out and move on. Yep, that's the plan. Yeah, I can't wait till we flip bullish in the bull run. Oh yeah, someone said ACH. ACH I'm extremely bullish on. Yeah, she's still holding up. Hold up by the trend, and that's about it. Now, we'll switch things up if this thing actually does break this and come down here and drops 25%, because then we're no longer bullish. It'll come down and back test and then just kind of do nothing. It'll still run at some point, but right now it's still holding up very bullish on ACH. And ACH, I think, is going to easily hit 50 cents plus. So 23x from today. Once you break over this red box, 618, 5.5, then she'll go to the moon. Especially if it holds the trend here and keeps this pattern intact. But how many people we got? 20 people in here. All right, we're an hour in. I'm gonna have to cut it here. It's getting close to 3. I have a lot of things I have to do today, and of course I have missed calls all over the place. But yeah, not a bad stream. We looked at a few coins. We looked at some Dex Screener coins. Let me get over here to end the poll, which I don't even remember what we asked, but I appreciate you guys coming in here. If I get home tonight and it's not too late, then I may do a night stream. I always say that and I never do, but we'll see what happens. But there's a good chance. This is the last day of the month, so I'm trying to get the revenue. I got to squeeze every little bit of revenue I can, because today's the last day for next month's check, which is just taking a huge hit. All right, let me get over here to the poll. Damn, I don't remember what I asked on the poll, to be honest. Come on. Are we still in a bull run? We're getting there. I think so. It's just taking a long time. All right, the poll. Oh, NFTs. Yeah, you guys don't own any useless NFTs? I have a whole bunch in my wallet to just do nothing. Worthless. All right. Leo says he's new to crypto. How do we know it's a bull run? It's coming. There's so much bearishness out there, but it's coming at some point. It will arrive. Alt season will be here at some point. But I appreciate you coming in here to the end of the live stream. And we pretty much live stream every day, so feel free to come back and we'll answer your questions. But yeah, with that being said, everyone, I got things to do. As always, none of this is financial advice. I appreciate y'all coming in here. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everyone.